Happy Friday. Welcome to WGRZ Plus app and Daybreak Plus, which we are on now from 9 to 9:30 with our fun little newscast. We'll get to some fun later. We asked you on social media this morning to send your questions to us. We'll do this every Friday, whether it's with me or with Pete, with you. Work-related questions, weather-related questions, personal questions, the ones that are good for on air.
My question is, why are there not more people on these chairlifts? It's because I think it just opened.
It's picturesque. Where is this? Is this Holiday Valley?
This is Vail, Colorado. No, this is owned by the same company, by the way. This is a Holiday Valley where you can see that we do have some snow occurring. Yeah. And some pretty good ski conditions.
Is your mic on, or is it just my issue?
Well, I reset mine.
Reset it again, please.
Reset it again.
Well, I can just talk while
it's on.
Okay, so
anyway.
This is what happens when, sometimes this happens on the actual Daybreak show where you just don't know how to turn on your mic.
Well, because you have to hold
how many years in the business? These are a little complicated. Would you like my help? You look very nice, by the way. I like this.
Is it on now? Because it's
yes,
on.
I think it sounds good.
Do we hear it?
Are we good,
Mike? It's the same.
No.
Are we not good?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Well, it is on, but we'll just use
Would you
yours.
like mine?
No, we'll just.
I'll step out of the way and then I'll give you mine.
All right. Well, let's take. My mic is on, folks.
Okay. I'll get RF1.
It says ringing and it is on. So, in the meantime, if you can see the snow occurring across.
Patrick, just wait.
Mike, come on in. This is Mike Tamil, and he has been our director on Daybreak for how many? 20?
Oh my God, I don't even want to know. Yeah,
and Mike,
like it's on, but
just do this one.
Okay.
Mike saves us every single day behind the scenes.
Usually behind the scenes.
Right.
No, but he's without him, he's kind of our. Do we sound good now?
This is the fun thing about the stream. You get to meet Mike, and later you're going to meet Olivia. She is one of our digital producers. Do you need help?
I got it. Okay.
And Olivia's going to read your questions. How are we doing?
Okay.
Thank God the show's 30 minutes now.
Let's get into the forecast. We have 28 more minutes of this.
Okay, I'll leave.
All right, moving forward. Here we go. We've got some snow showers across Holiday Valley, and we're going to see that not only in the southern tier and in the snow belts, but also across much of the Buffalo Metro. We're actually going to see some of those snow showers continuing today, tonight, and into tomorrow. Tomorrow, the difference compared to today is that it'll be windier. We're going to see winds 30 to 40 miles an hour. So there we go. We've got some snow showers coming in off the lake. You can see there's that snow that you saw down there in Ellicottville, and then also some snow coming down from Grand Island and looks like even North Tonawanda, and this will develop into Buffalo as well. That'll be kind of the story for today. Snow showers, wind, cold, but not a whole lot of accumulation. There will be, again, 4 to 6 inches in the hills, but in the city of Buffalo, maybe a quick inch or two at most. And you can see a burst of snow continuing as we head into the afternoon and the early parts of the commute tonight, and then, or this afternoon into tonight. Tonight into tomorrow morning, scattered snow showers will continue. Notice temperatures only in the 20s, and the breeze will continue. Winds today, 30 miles an hour in gusts. Tomorrow, 40 miles an hour in gusts. And snow totals are manageable. Again, the hills, this is through early tomorrow morning, 3 to 4 inches. Then we add in tomorrow's totals. We'll get anywhere between 6 and 10 inches. Farther to the north, just an inch or two in Buffalo. And the long-range forecast keeps the cold weather pattern around. Saturday, Sunday, some snow showers off Lake Ontario into Niagara County. Dry weather on Monday. And then Tuesday, snow showers of the lake variety return Wednesday into Thursday of next week. So that's kind of how it looks as winter is here. But again, these are not crazy snow totals like we saw earlier in the season, right? When we had, 1 to 2 feet of snow, like a short period of time. This is kind of more of a long duration snow.
Nothing we can't handle.
Exactly.
And expected in January.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Now that we've done the weather, we do want to turn to our top stories today. Then we'll get to other things like the Golden Globes and some of your questions. But first, The latest on what's happening in New Orleans. Leaders in Louisiana say that they are standing strong in that city after the deadly terrorist attack on New Year's, while families and businesses along Bourbon Street try to move past the frightening experience. The FBI is now piecing together more of the details about the suspect. And here's NBC's Jay Gray with more.
Music is the pulse of this city, and in the wake of the attack on Bourbon Street, local performers want the world to know the heart of New Orleans is still beating.
We're doing it to memorialize all those innocent people who lost their lives to this senseless act of terrorism. But more importantly, we want people to know that we're proud to be American. I'm proud to be a Louisianan, and I'm proud to be a New Orleans, and that we open, we're not afraid, we're not going to be scared, and we refuse to be terrorized.
It's why, after a moment of silence, the Superdome crowd cheers as the Sugar Bowl, pushed back a day because of the attack, finally kicks off with a show of force at the stadium and about a mile away as crowds return to the French Quarter.
I figure it's probably the safest place to be right now anywhere around here. Plus, you don't want to let the terrorists win.
But it's loss the family of Tiger Besh and 13 other victims are struggling with right now.
He's been a shining star, a bright boy, a clever boy.
He was my role model, my whole family's role model, our inspiration, and now everything we'll do will be for him and through him.
The memories of those killed and injured driving agents and officers on the ground.
There's an unprecedented amount of law enforcement resources that are being utilized to close out and to hunt down and to finalize this investigation.
An investigation that, like the healing here, is going to take some time. Jay Gray, NBC News, New Orleans.
And we are learning even more about the suspect behind the attack. U.S. defense officials say that Samsudin Jabbar served in the Army on active duty from 2006 to 2015. He was even deployed to Afghanistan in 2009. And President Biden says that Jabbar posted videos on social media that indicated he was 100% inspired by ISIS, they say. The FBI says it found explosive devices in that truck that Jabbar allegedly used for the attack. And NBC News spoke with Jabbar's brother, who says he was shocked to find out that his sibling was behind the attack.
Hearts and prayers and thoughts go out to those families, the victims of those families, and those who were there to witness it. It's a tragedy. And you know, to understand that we're all grieving about this. This wasn't the man I knew. This wasn't the father, the son that I knew. And that also, this isn't any representation of Al-Islam or Muslims or the Muslim community.
And people are now looking into how these attacks could be prevented, especially with the Super Bowl coming up in New Orleans. Buffalonians watching this very closely, thinking about hopefully being able to go down to New Orleans for the Super Bowl. But a lot of people wondering how safe will they be in a big setting like that? So our own Claudine Ewing sat down with retired FBI agent about what goes into securing large events. Take a listen to what he had to say.
I think the NFL, I know that the NFL has done quite an incredible job. And over the years, as you know, you go back to 9/11, we first started really having these incidents in our country. Security, not only law enforcement, but security professionals, they've gotten very good at this. So, and the NFL is, you know, they certainly are on the cutting edge of sports security. So I don't know if there'd be that much a big difference, but there will be some changes, particularly because of what happened just recently. And one of the things I'm sure they're going to do is you want to protect, in these instances, you want to protect the venue where the event is happening. And you can do that. You set a perimeter that says, okay, nobody's going to get inside this space. Once you set the perimeter, a couple days before, you will lock it down. No one gets in without going through a screening, and everything is swept inside. Everything, bomb dogs, machines, and all kinds of things will make sure the venue is safe. And then you know it's pretty good. Anything that enters after that time, people, vehicles, anything comes in, has to be checked. It'll be through bomb dogs, through various different means, and you can be pretty sure that the venue will be safe. The problem is, you're talking about just securing the Superdome. An event like we just had, you can't lock down an entire city, so it'll always be an opportunity for someone, if they wanted to do something that will impact the event.
So the Sugar Bowl did happen at the Superdome yesterday.
But look at the perspective of this. Do you remember that the Superdome was the epicenter of Katrina?
Of Hurricane Katrina. That's the only thing I think of when I see
So
the
when you
Superdome.
think of like calamity, and here the Superdome is kind of in the center of it again.
Yeah. And oh my gosh, you and I are always on the same page, Patrick. Or never, but that's okay.
It's usually never.
Right. But yeah, as you're seeing here, a lot of enhanced security measures all around the Superdome. Regular traffic was blocked from passing the main entrance. Helicopters were circling over the stadium. Lots of bomb dogs there too. A lot of fans still went out though, enjoyed themselves without any problems at all. And if you were wondering about the results of the game, Notre Dame ended up beating Georgia 23-10. Some exciting moments there for the Fighting Irish.
And there was a very meaningful, celebration of America with the national anthem before the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think about when Katrina hit, and then I believe it was a Super Bowl shortly thereafter, and Prince performed to kind of say, we're okay.
Mm-hmm.
Despite the level of the disaster that had happened.
Yeah.
And here it is, the Superdome again is the theater, the venue for this hopeful, celebration of America again after a terrible event.
Let's switch gears.
Yes.
Talking about theater. Let's talk about the Golden Globes. They're happening on Sunday night.
Yes, okay.
We're going later now. So yeah, Sunday night, and this was happening yesterday. The host and the producers of the Golden Globes rolling out the red carpet at the Beverly Hilton yesterday. The host is Nikki Glaser. She's hysterical.
And she was here not too long ago.
Right.
She performed here in, I don't know exactly where, but here in Western New York.
And here's what she had to say about working to get her jokes just right.
I am most excited about the monologue. Like, I've worked really hard on it. I've run it nearly 100 times in and around the LA area and even on the road in Birmingham and Memphis and New York. And I'm so excited to just share these jokes with the people that they're about.
Okay, and I really love the Golden Globes because it's a combination of movies and TV,
Mm-hmm.
but they also get to sit around the table and
have there's open bottles of wine. It kind of loosens. It doesn't have that stiff Oscar feeling.
Right.
It's a little more loose.
Who was it? Was like Meryl Streep in the bathroom when she was called up?
Christine Lottie. Lottie. She was the one that was in the ladies' room when her name was called.
Yeah.
And she was winning an award for her television role.
Remember John Beard, who we used to work with here on Daybreak? He went to the SAG Awards for Arrested Development, and that was also the table setting.
Right.
And he just came back with so many fun stories. And John Beard, every day on Daybreak, wore a navy blue blazer and khaki pants.
It's his uniform.
Would you believe that's what he wore to the SAGs?
Of course.
He didn't get a tux. He wore his look.
It's because it's the. Do you have an outfit where you just feel comfortable?
Sure. Yeah,
right?
pajamas.
Yeah, you like to add a little zhuzh to it. But sometimes as guys.
As you have your pocket square.
Yes. We just like to wear what's comfortable.
Right.
And if that's what makes John Beard comfortable, go for it.
Okay, let's talk about some of the nominees for the Golden Globes. Best Motion Picture Drama, The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Nickel Boys, and September 5th. Have you seen any of them?
I have not. Having said that, the award winners from last year, I went back and watched some of those movies. One of them was called Coda.
Yes.
Amazing.
About hearing impaired.
Yes. So sometimes these movies that maybe are not mainstream in your consciousness turn out to be fantastic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Best Motion Picture Musical or Comedy. And Nora Challenger's Amelia Perez, which is up for the most awards. A Real Pain, which has Kieran Culkin in it.
Oh, he's awesome.
Yeah. And The Substance, and also Wicked, which I think it's interesting that Wicked is up for it, and it's still out in theaters right now.
Yeah, because it's so popular. I mean, I think they just keep,
Yeah, but the timing, the range of, I don't know. haven't seen any of them. I've seen Wicked on stage many times, but I haven't.
Oh, you haven't seen the movie
yet.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, my kids and wife have seen Wicked, and they just said it's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Best television series now, television series drama, that is. The Day of the Jackal, The Diplomat, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Shogun, Slow Horses, and Squid Game. I also have not seen any. I tried watching The Diplomat the first season and just couldn't get into it, but I love Carrie Russell.
Yeah, she's amazing. She was in Felicity, right?
Yes, with the beautiful
with
long
the
hair, and then she cut it.
Right. That's what interests us, the hair cutting of Felicity.
Let's just go back and talk about Felicity.
Right.
Best performance in a stand-up comedy, Jamie Foxx, Nikki Glazer, Seth Meyers, Adam Sandler, Ali Wong, and Raimi Youssef. Ali Wong
is
single lady.
Yeah.
She's my spirit animal.
I have not seen her perform comedy, but I've seen her. What was that? She was in a movie or a series recently.
Yes.
And she was fantastic.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. So anyway, the Golden Globes are happening Sunday, but I did check out some more of the nominees real quickly. For Best Performance by a Female Actor in a Motion Picture Drama, listen to this. Angelina Jolie, Fernanda Torres, Kate Winslet, Nicole Kidman, Pamela Anderson, and Tilda Swinton.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Can you imagine? Like, it's going to be, to see that red carpet, it's going to be so cool.
Okay,
Come even closer.
Tilda Swinton was in a movie with called Michael Connors. What was the name?
I don't
know. What's it? Who's the really handsome guy from Ocean's 11?
This happens all the time
What's
on
the guy?
Daybreak.
What's the guy from Ocean's 11?
Brad Pitt?
No, the other guy, George Clooney. She was in a movie with George Clooney. Michael Connors, I think, was the name of. Anyway, she is an amazing actress. So my vote for her.
A lot of you are probably wondering, who is this lovely lady on the set with us?
Hi.
This is Olivia Beeline. She is one of our digital producers, who's amazing. You grew up here.
Yeah.
From Olcott, right?
Yes, Niagara County, born and raised.
And so
she's also somebody we just kind of, I think I overshare with her. I just see her after the newscast during the day, and I just, the comfort level is real.
We love you, Olivia.
Oh my gosh, I love you guys too.
So Olivia comes in at like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
you start?
6 a.m.
Okay, and so she's responsible for doing so many of the web stories and making sure we know what's happening online. And she will also be reading the questions that you sent us this morning. So every Friday we're going to do a Ask Pete, Melissa, or Patrick, and Olivia has our questions. So let's do it.
Yeah, so first we have Dave who wants to know, Patrick, how do you measure true air temperature versus feels like temperature?
Oh, to dumb it down, temperature is what you feel, but with wind, wind causes any moisture on your skin to evaporate. Evaporation is a cooling process. Have you ever been in the pool on a summer day?
Yeah.
And you get out of the pool, it's 80 degrees, but you're kind of cold?
Yeah.
Have you ever, it's like, how can I be? It's because the pool water is actually evaporating on your skin, which is a cooling effect. So wind chill takes the actual temperature and the measure of evaporation from your skin, so it feels actually colder than the actual air temperature.
You can't put on a microphone, but you can explain that so well.
Yeah, that was
That makes sense? That makes sense?
It does. Or like when you get out of the hot tub for a little bit, when you get back in, it feels warmer.
Yes, but you get it's like, it's even on a hot tub on a warm day, you still feel a little cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Way to go. Good job. Next question, Olivia.
All right. So Instagram user Flashover wants to know, who do we want the Bills to play in their wild card match?
Oh, Miami, for sure.
Yes.
For the Bills to play a 7 seed, these are hard 7 seed teams.
They are. And we all know we don't want Cincinnati.
Do not want the Bengals.
Even though their record is lousy, I want no part of them.
No.
No Joe Burrow.
No Joe Burrow. He's got some weapons that are just, all they do is score points. It's either, to me, it's either
Miami.
A Denver, I think he's a rookie quarterback, but they have a really good defense. But Miami's probably the one.
But the Bengals need a lot of help to get into the playoffs. But if they get that help, it's going to be tough.
Exactly. So we're both agreeing Miami.
Yes.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree too. All right, so Instagram user WallyB12 says, why not have Elliot to do a weekly Sabres, Bills, Bandits prediction on air?
Oh,
Well, he does predictions.
his predictions.
He does Bill's predictions all the time.
Yes. So ever since Elliot was like 4 years old, he just loved talking about the Bills and the Sabres. And he can still recite. Like if I said, who did the Sabres play in October of 2020? He could tell me like what the score was and who scored, and crazy memory like that. But Elliot comes up with these Bills predictions, and I put them on social media. So maybe, since we have a 30-minute stream that we clearly have to fill a lot of time, maybe he can do some predictions on, and we could actually air them here on the stream.
But he's got a presence about him that whatever he says, you kind of believe, right? At least I do. So
we all say about you too.
Yeah, right. So that is, let's discuss.
Sure.
More Elliot more often.
More Elliot.
Okay, I like that. So this one is from Scott Levin on Facebook. Who is your favorite WGRZ Channel 2 evening anchor and why?
Okay,
Mary Alice.
So there was a famous segment a couple years ago when I forgot my jacket and I had to borrow Scott Levin's coat.
I remember
And
this.
I wore it upstairs because I needed a jacket. And I said, okay, what does one find in Scott Levin's pocket of Scott Levin's jacket but pictures of Scott Levin? And out came his, what do you call those?
You know he's watching right
Headshots.
Headshots. And I'm like, of course, he carries them around wherever he goes. He just kind of likes to pass them out and say, you know, here.
You gotta be your own biggest fan sometimes.
We love you,
We
Scott.
love Scott.
Yeah.
We know he doesn't love glitter, but we know we love Scott.
Scott has an actual legit fear of glitter. So if you send him a Christmas card and there's glitter on it, there is a phobia.
I kind of get it though.
It
I
sticks
have
everywhere.
Little things like that you can have phobias
Yeah.
of.
Do you have a fear?
I know.
Oh, it's scary, like things that jump out at the night.
Anything that is a loud noise or any spooks, I worry about the person that spooks me because I will have a guttural reaction that I don't intentionally do. But like Pete Gallivan walked into the green room one morning and spooked me, and I almost took his face off. I didn't mean to, but that was just like my reaction to him spooking me. So that's kind of a true fear.
All right. Ready for the next question?
Yes,
Next one?
we have more. Oh, great.
So this one is from, I'm sorry if I say this wrong, K. Max Christoph, and he said he wants to watch Patrick open a cafeteria carton of milk, please.
Oh, after the Capri Sun.
Oh.
He looked around for a carton of milk and couldn't find one, but we do have a cheese stick, which can be complicated at times. So we figured
These
we'd
are
give you a try.
Try to open it, Patrick.
First of all, usually it's the long end, right, versus the short end.
Yeah.
But even here, you need to have hands of gold to somehow find a way to separate the two pieces of plastic, which you can't do. But when you do, the excitement level is palpable. Oh, I did it.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh,
there we go.
congratulations.
But the milk
There we
carton,
go.
do you remember as a kid trying to open those milk?
Yeah.
Sometimes you would open it and you couldn't separate the little,
No. Do they still have those in school?
I think they still.
Okay,
Yeah.
final question.
Yeah.
Do you string the string cheese or do you bite the string cheese?
Good. That
Very
really
telling.
it kind of defines your personality,
Yes, it
does it not?
does. I think
do
it
you
really-
go in for
really
do you
says
go
a
in for a
lot.
bite? I got.
I bet Olivia's a stringer.
I got to string it.
Yes,
Right.
I'm a stringer, but sometimes I have like bitten it, like when driving, and you,
You
need
just-
like a
you
quick
just bite
snap.
it.
That's safer.
You know.
Yeah. It just doesn't.
Are you a biter or a stringer?
Oh, stringer
You're
for
a
sure.
stringer.
I'm a stringer.
I mean, look at how
Yeah.
daintily you opened it.
Yes, it
It's
was
so satisfying to peel it or string it.
It is kind of satisfying.
Yeah.
It is. It is. So thank you for that.
Okay.
And we solved the milk carton thing too,
Yes.
because I thought that was only an issue that I had. But yes, trying to open it, always a
right.
pet peeve.
Thanks for the questions, everybody. We'll do this next week.
Oh,
maybe.
Yeah.
Can we do weather again?
Let's go for it.
Just in case you missed it the first time.
There are the current numbers. We are in the 20s.
Olivia, good job, by the
Olivia,
way.
thank you. That was fun. And I will be stringing this cheese when this show is over. Here we go. What I want to do is show you a little bit about the lake effect that's going on and the difference with this lake effect snow versus the lake effect snow that we had, let's say, 2-3 weeks ago when we had these like big events where places like Hamburg and Orchard Park, twice in a row had 25 to 30 inches of snow in a short period of time. The wind direction here is different. It's more of a westerly direction. So lake effect snow does accumulate, it's just not going to be those hefty totals that we saw earlier. And we're seeing some of that now. Some of the lake effect snow moving, it looks like in towards Rapids, Batavia, Clarence, and then down into Wyoming County. Also some snow showers across the southern tier. I do believe that we're going to see more of this snow kind of move north to south through the day today. Amounts manageable. It looks like we'll see, you know, a coating to an inch in the metro, but in the hills, you know, let's say 2 to 3 to 4 inches today, and then we'll kind of double that tonight and into tomorrow. Future look shows that with temperatures in the 20s. Excuse me. And notice, see these little arrows? That's the wind direction. It's a northwesterly wind. That is a prolific lake effect snow producer, but the amounts are just less than if it was a southwesterly wind. Okay, let's take a look at the next 7 days. Pardon me. Snow showers Saturday, Sunday, Monday as well. Pardon me. It's the string cheese. We've got some light snow Monday. There's a larger weather system. It's going to be kind of a headline-making weather system that you're going to hear about that will spread some light snow across Buffalo and possibly the south towns in the southern tier. Far heavier in places like Pennsylvania. And then cold weather continues into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday as lake effect snows resume, it looks like, to end the week. And by the way, we do have a weather impact alert for the south towns in the southern tier, primarily for travel conditions. It'll be snowy and kind of windy and not ideal travel, but nothing, you know, too daunting. So just a heads up for that.
Okay, sounds good. And speaking of snow, let's talk about the snowman. We're hearing from Dion Dawkins about his most recent Pro Bowl selection. Are you okay?
I'm okay.
I'm sorry.
I'll live.
Okay. Dion Dawkins and Josh Allen were the two Bills players named to the Pro Bowl this year. This is Dawkins' 4th time that he's heading to the Pro Bowl. And we didn't hear from Josh during yesterday's media session, but we did hear from Dion, and he was sure to give his QB some love while also expressing excitement on being named to the Pro Bowl himself. Take a listen.
Exciting, extremely. Reaction, yes, let's go. How'd I find out? GM texted me. But yeah, it's an honor. Every time, it's an honor. Like, you know, the world might think that you start to take it for granted, but I don't. You know, and I always speak on, you know, things like offensive line don't get trophies, right? So for getting selected for the Pro Bowl, it's like a trophy, and I take it with a lot of respect. Why is Josh deserving that more? Josh is the best player in the NFL. Like, he's the best player in the NFL. He has the best coaches. He has the best teammates. Josh is the best player in this season on the football field. Josh is that, and I say it over and over and over and over and over again. Like, what else does he have to do?
I love Dion Dawkins so much.
And I think I love what he's saying, and that is that this is the best, maybe the best quarterback in the NFL. And I protect him. I'm his blind side. I'm his blind side. I'm the guy that makes sure he stays on. And that's gotta, like, he's his protector. Yeah. I love that.
What a job.
Yeah.
And Dion, you know, first of all, I hope he wins Walter Payton Man of the Year.
Right.
He's been nominated so many times, and he's nominated again for the Bills. And he has done so much for this city. There are some players for lots of sports teams that, like, walk the walk. No, talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. And Dion does with his Dion's Dreamers Foundations. He does so much for the kids in this community. I was actually ice skating at Canal Side with Elliot one day, and Dion was holding an event for Dion's Dreamers, and he was letting everyone ice skate for free. And he showed up, and he had his big entourage with him, but he talked to every single kid that was there and took pictures. And he wasn't just in and out. He really took his time. So just kind of watching from afar, I was just so impressed with what he was doing. And he's just a really good guy. So, and he loves this city too. And after the 5/14 mass shooting, he did a lot for the East Side, and then he continued to help the East Side too. So good for him.
He kind of resembles what a lot of the other players on the Bills team seems to be representing, and that is fun. They're, like Amari Cooper
lovable.
said. Yeah, he goes, I've played on a couple of teams. I've never had fun.
Yeah.
And it looks like they all are.
And that speaks volumes coming from Amari Cooper,
Absolutely.
too. So hopefully they will win on Sunday in Foxborough. We hope you have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Thanks for sticking it out with us on this show. Bye, everybody.